good to go whenever you're ready.
All right, 6 o'clock, so I'll call this meeting to order. Will you join me with the Pledge of Allegiance, please?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Councilman Rao,
Present.
Councilman Hunter,
Here.
Mayor Rao,
Here.
Councilman Leveri,
Here.
Councilman Fitzsimons.
He's at a basketball tournament, I believe, so he will be absent tonight. Okay. We've got, on the consent agenda, item B is gonna be tabled tonight. So that's all I've got on that. And are we in compliance with the open meeting law?
Yes.
Public comment. Do you have any public comment related to any of the items on our agenda tonight? Anybody online wants to comment on anything?
Nobody there.
Okay. We'll go on to the consent agenda.
There's a note, it was pointed out to me earlier that I screwed that up. I didn't put a date on the meeting minutes, so I apologize.
Move for approval of the consent agenda minus item B.
I second that.
And before you approve, the business license for the garage sale is on here, which is fine. It's in a commercial zone, but we have that weird zoning law that says that even if they're a commerce in a commercial zone, they have to get a conditional use permit. And so I think it's fine to go ahead and approve it on the condition that they get their conditional use permit. I really think we should change that sometime because I don't know why it's in there. But it is part of the city ordinance, which is, again, a little silly. Go ahead.
So I was just flipping through there and on that conditional use, that's where the neighbors.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, copy.
And again, we've talked about this a couple times before. I think it is a little interesting, weird, silly, maybe even, but it is currently existing in our zoning laws for whatever reason.
So we just need to pass a new, or an amendment to that ordinance.
Yeah, we just need to amend it. And if you guys tell me, just work on it and put it on the next one, I will
Let's
work on it.
get it done.
Okay,
I
sounds
think
good.
so too. Yeah, let's fix it.
So, sorry. So I guess, Councilman Rao, if you could go ahead and amend your motion with that condition at this point, and we'll work with, I'm sorry, I didn't.
Okay, I amend my motion to, with that condition then.
And I second that.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the consent agenda, minus item B, and with the, on item C, conditional use permit would be required. Okay, so all those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Items for discussion, possible action of the City of Caliente City Council. Approve or deny First Amendment to interlocal electrical system maintenance agreement.
Franklin?
Yes, so you all should have received the amendment to the interlocal agreement. I don't have a copy of it with me. Apparently what occurred during the last meeting, I believe Mr. Luttrell was here. Sorry, thank you. Mr. Luttrell was here and discussing that currently under section 3.2.1 of the agreement, it allows the power company to increase the city's rate according to,
Yeah, it's an annual charge
yeah,
that they're,
Inner West CPI.
yeah, CPI, that's what it is.
I'm gonna unmute you, sorry, say that again.
I don't remember the exact name, but it was like the Intermountain West CPI.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. And if you look at that, the increase from last year is actually 7 to 8%, I think.
It was over 7.
It was over 7%, and they're requesting that for just the year 2022, that they only increase it by 2.7%. So basically saving us about 5% on our cost for the next year. And so what this will do is it won't mark out section 3.2.1, it'll just add a sentence at the end of that. And so next year they could ask for that CPI increase in 2023, but this year it'll only be the 2.7.
I make a motion that we approve the amendment to the interlocal electric system maintenance agreement.
Second it.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the interlocal electric system maintenance agreement. To amend it. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Approve or deny purchase of food and supplies for the City of Caliente annual Christmas dinner.
So this one, we've had a discussion, we're not gonna do that anymore, we decided to cancel that. So there's been a little bit of discussion about if we wanna do anything for the Christmas or the holidays for employees and things, so.
The dinner's been canceled?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so this item really doesn't need to be approved, and we can just, I figured we would just discuss and see if there's anything we wanna do outside of, a Christmas dinner, but that'll be up to council.
I think we ought to look at something there in the future when we can get all the people together. I think we ought to have some kind of a holiday deal, whether it's New Year's or after New Year's or whatever it is. I think we ought to put something together for the employees.
Okay.
It's a good time to get together and meet and just get to know the families and people and in an easier environment, so.
Maybe you could approve it and just come up with a date later.
We can just do it when we come up, get ready to the date, I think, next time.
Table it until,
Table this one.
Okay. So would you need to approve or deny that then, if it's on our agenda? Just table it?
Yeah.
Okay. Then we'll just table it. Approve or deny infrastructure upgrade from single phase to three phase power in the industrial park.
Okay, this is an idea that we came up with. What we've been looking at is, we've got the American Recovery Plan funds that we're still sitting on. And we were talking about it the other day with the advancement of things happening out at the industrial park. And we've got clients down the canyon that are currently not on our line. And those kind of things where if we were to upgrade and bring the three-phase power out to the industrial park, anybody that goes out there is going to need three-phase power for any industrial uses out there. And we've already got the water out there, we've already got the sewer, but we don't have the ability to put the power out to the industrial complex right now. And so what we're recommending is to take some of that American Recovery funds and pay for this line upgrade so that anybody that goes out there, they can be paying us money, right, instead of paying Lincoln County Power District the money right now. And so this will just get us a step forward. We're looking somewhere in the $30,000 to $40,000 range is all that it's going to run to do this. The Power District hasn't given us firm numbers.
We can't blame it completely on them. We changed the scope of work a little bit on Wednesday when we had a meeting with them. So they are working on a estimate for us. But until we have that, that's a good guess. I would imagine we'll be in that $30,000 to $40,000 range because the original estimate was around $23,000 and we're adding some infrastructure and stuff there when we do it. So it would be more for sure.
So the plan right now is to use the American Recovery funds to
pay for the whole
to
thing.
pay for this upgrade, to get that done. And that way we can start billing the people that are currently off of it, and we can,
Sounds like a winner.
so that's where it came from.
Save both of us money.
Exactly.
So, is that a motion to approve?
We can make that a motion to approve.
I'll second it.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the infrastructure upgrade from single-phase to three-phase power in the industrial park. All those in favor?
Aye.
We also discussed, after this was over with, our whole system here is in trouble. We don't have, our main transformers that run the whole city out here are about 20 years beyond their life expectancy. So we're kind of living on borrowed time with them. But the state has, I don't know how many $1 billion that they got for infrastructure improvement. And I've talked to Linda and I've talked to Greg and talked to Grant. I think we need to start investigating how we can put in for some money to replace those. Those transformers are, well, they were about $400,000 a piece. And that's the last time I looked at them, and I think
That's
they're
the
probably more than that.
substation.
Yes. And our main power line down to our industrial park is with this new stuff going on down there, we'll be running at just about capacity. So if we can get some money to improve all that, I think that will be something we need to look at. So anyway, we're gonna get on that and see if we can't get some funding to do something like that. Just to add something in there. All right. Item 5, personnel reports, city clerk report.
So an update on CDBG, just quickly. The Depot Restoration Committee is going to be involved or at the meeting with Carmen from Heritage Architecture on the Depot Restoration next Friday. And then as far as the city goes, I've been working with Stacy at Dan MacArthur's office to try to get us all ready for this audit that needs to get completed. I filed an extension with the Department of Taxation that they approved. So we have until the end of this month to get everything done and then submit by January 31st to them. That doesn't really give us a whole lot of time, but it's more than we had before it was accepted. So outside of that, I just continue to work through everything. I'll give a more detailed report and lay it out for our next council meeting with all the findings and different things that I've been working on, but suffice it to say that it's just a lot of work.
Any questions? Okay, Public Works Manager report.
That was quick. Wasn't expected to get to that quick. So in the last 2 weeks, we had a short week with the Thanksgiving holiday. My guys had a 2-day work week. That week during that week, we read power meters, water meters, and got the trash hauled. And that was about it that week. And we've replaced we had some problems with the controls on the garbage truck. We replaced the air over hydraulic controls that run the forks on it. Still working on getting all the street signs up. That's been when we have a few minutes spare time to go out and work on some of the street signs. And still working on the Christmas decorations. We'll even be doing that tomorrow and hopefully get it all wrapped up in time for everything to happen Saturday. We had an opening closing at the VFW cemetery, and we were in the parks cleaning leaves with the lawnmower, bagging leaves and hauling them off, and our lawnmower caught on fire and burned to the ground. So was part of the excitement during the last 2 weeks. We've been working with Mr. Bourne on the Battleborn Butcher Block stuff in the industrial park, but the major accomplishments, the things you see going on are working on Christmas lights, street signs, and reading meters lately, so.
Any questions? Okay, thank you.
Actually, I was trying to Google something and find for you, Grant, but I'll get you a picture of it later. But have you ever seen the, little dump trucks from like the beach?
No.
All right, I'll get you a picture of one. I noticed one day and I was like, man, that might be a cost-effective way. They're way smaller, probably cheaper to invest in a new one, you know, if we ever did that.
For,
Like a whole new garbage truck.
Garbage truck.
Yeah, I'll get you a picture of one.
Yeah.
It caught my eye and I was like, oh, man, it's probably a lot cheaper than and for the size of our city, it'd probably be sufficient. Send you a picture tomorrow.
yeah.
All right, discussion of legal issues. Mr. Katsky.
Yeah, I've had a lot of conversations with Craig lately. It looks like there's gonna be a few things that we're gonna need to clean up, maybe pass some resolutions and ordinances. I'm not faulting anyone, it just, I think there's just been some paperwork that's been misplaced, and that we'll just have to redo some things again, which is not a big deal, it's not a big problem. Craig is just very meticulous about his work, which is a great thing. And so we're just gonna make sure we have everything documented, good to go. That way, if anyone has any questions about why we do something some way, then we have documented proof for it. So here in the next couple months, Craig and I will be sitting down together and reviewing what documents are needed and things like that. Again, there's kind of a lengthy ordinance process, so again, it'll take a little bit of time, but Craig and I will start working on that pretty soon.
Questions for Mr. Gatsky? Okay, building inspector's report.
I don't have a whole lot to report on. We are finally gonna get the Many Street apartment complex rolling. I got another email from them today showing a current plan with all the changes that they made over there on elevations for the flood control. As you all know, the flood control issue has gone away. The buildings themselves are no longer in the floodplain. They're still gonna have flood insurance on them because of their insurance company says you have to have it. So that'll be a step in the right direction. But right now, the plan is, as soon as I approve this last plan that they updated, which will probably be tomorrow or Monday, and they're ready to get started. They're planning on being under construction by the end of January. And I said this at Planning Commission the other night, everything happens in January, so you guys can sit there and smirk and laugh if you want, but that's the story I get. But I think this time, at least on the apartments, it will take place in January. They will start construction. The other thing that we are finally gonna come to at least a step in the right direction on is down the canyon for the marijuana farm that's going in down there. They're gonna put in the highway frontage, 317 frontage road. We already have a plan from it. The state has approved where it's gonna go. They're ready to sign a contract with a local contractor to do the grading down there and put the road access in, close off the road into John Houston's place. And so they'll be strictly on their own down there. They were talking about doing greenhouses down there now. Originally, they were gonna use the 5,000 square feet in the building to grow in. Now they're gonna they're supposed to give me a plan on greenhouses. I hate to say again that we'll have those by January, we'll see, but that's what they're telling me. So I think they'll probably be underway sometime late spring. with the actual construction. I'm saying May or June. And that's about all I have.
Questions for Ken?
I got something. Like at the planning commission last night and tonight, wouldn't it be simpler for you with your health and the way it is and everything to just give us a little written report? It would save wear and tear on you being out. It'd save the city money.
I'm
I
sorry, I
just-
don't understand where you're going here.
A little written report instead of showing up for these meetings unless you got something going.
I don't have a problem with that. If
What-
you'd rather have a written report on it, that's fine.
When you don't have much to report and just a couple of little things, we got something going on. Sure, we want to hear from you, but I just thought it would save you time with your health and with Joe.
Well, my health is getting along good now. I'm walking around without any crutches or canes or anything else. My wife is not, on the other hand, has some issues, and we're in the process of solving those.
Yeah, I just
Yeah,
thought,
if you'd rather have a written report, that's fine. But I still want to come to the meeting because I still need to know what's going on. So,
you're welcome to come to the meeting, but we're paying you all these hours for coming to the meetings too.
that's fine.
Any other questions? Okay. Discussion of public safety. Fire chief, sheriff's department? Nobody? Okay.
That guy's got a badge on. He can give us a safety report.
I thought you were gonna say, I'm just here so I don't get fined. That would have been perfect.
I want to talk to somebody after this meeting. All right, discussion of council members' responsibility. Parks and Beautification Committee, Mr. Fitzsimons, and he's not here tonight. Did we get anything from him? No?
I just remember he noted that they usually don't have a meeting in December, so they're probably planning for January.
Since our last meeting, Mr. Fitzsimons lost his father, so he's probably behind things. All right. Community Development and Planning, Mr. Rao.
Yes, the only meeting I've had since our last council meeting is the planning commission meeting last night. And there was nothing accomplished at that. They discussed 2 or 3 items that had nothing to do with the planning commission. And they still had the meeting. But I think a meeting like that is just wasting people's time. I could have been an alcoholic and not had to attend that many meetings. That's all I got to report.
Questions for Tommy? Okay, Tourism, Boxcar Museum, Mr. Laveri.
No, I don't really have anything. The boxcar's down. I know they're working still like chronologically putting things together, but no room tax board meetings or anything, so.
Okay. Any questions for Joe?
Yes, while Joe has the floor, I would like to thank him and his family, his mother especially, for the donation of these sled and reindeers out here, and the honor crew that put them up. Thank you, Joe.
Yeah, that's all right.
Thank your mother for us, please.
I will. Yeah, I'll let her know. I think it's a good addition out here.
Great addition, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
We
you.
just happened to have time too, so I'd let Grant know that we'd help him out that day, but hopefully she'll let him keep them in the future. I'm sure she will.
You gonna come help us take it down too?
Yeah, we probably could. Actually, yeah, I think I will, because
Jeez.
they need to be repaired for next year, which,
I was just
so
giving you a
yeah,
hard time.
probably will.
I don't know if we got a place to store them here, do we?
Probably not.
I don't know.
I talked to the ladies, I did tell them that if they got to talk to my mom, but if she was gonna donate them again or let them be an annual thing, then maybe I'd figure a way that we could get them out of here and then repair them so they look,
Keep them
they're
up.
pretty weathered, yeah, yeah.
Any other questions or comments to Joe? Okay, public utilities, Mr. Hunter.
We've handled all the business I had to take care of, so we're looking good.
Any questions? All right. I don't have a lot. Greg's been working diligently on this stuff. I don't know, man. I'm glad we got him. That's all I can say. All right. Public comment. Do we have any public comment concerning the city of Caliente?
So, my name's Ethan Bauer. I just thought I'd come to the meeting and introduce myself. I'm the new supervisor out at Kershaw Ryan. I had talked to Councilman Fitzsimmons months ago. He told me that it'd probably be good for me to come in and just introduce myself. I told him after I was done and through the police academy, I would. So now I'm here. I know the city and the parks have worked together in the past to do a lot of stuff, and I'm just excited to be here and continue that in the future. So that's what I'm here for.
Welcome.
Good to meet y'all.
Now, you're the ranger there now?
Yes, I am.
Okay. The past rangers have allowed the city council and the mayor to bring people up and drive them through the park and everything without any charge, just showing them the park. Is that still gonna be permissible?
Well, since this is a public meeting and recorded, probably not.
Good answer.
But talk to me after and we'll discuss.
Give you a call in advance maybe or something?
That's right.
You'll be getting the mail or something while we're down there?
Sure thing.
Thank you.
Yep. All right.
Thank you. Do we have any other public comment? Anybody online wants to comment?
Comment.
Okay. Schedule and date for review for our agenda topics for our next meeting?
So I had noted on here that the next normally scheduled meeting would be December 16th. I wasn't sure if we wanted to move forward with that per our last discussion in our meeting, or if we,
Looking like we've got some business that needs to be taken care of that day for sure.
okay. So we'll plan on December 16th. Same time, same place.
Do that.
We'll have to have the minutes on there for to be approved.
Yeah, I may or may not have some work to do to fix that.
All right. Nothing else? Adjourn this meeting.
Get Joe to sign that before he leaves.
All right.
Now, that's a nice meeting.
Just sit in my meeting.
I'll print them off, that's no problem. I appreciate you finally getting me
Hey, you're
some
good.
kind of
What do you
a
got?
plan.
Schedule. Which one?
Yeah. Well, and
No, because
We will